This week, what we're doing is we're taking these old transformer windings and we're removing the tape. And I'm going to use every suggestion that came off the internet and you guys. That's right. We're going to try some heat. We're going to try some oven cleaners, nasty, nasty chemicals, even Mr. Coca-Cola. So these are the transformer windings I was telling you about. They're covered in this fiberglass and the resin, and it's very hard to come off. If you bring that into your scrapyard like that, they're just going to give you number 3. And that's a lot. You're probably going to lose almost $2 a pound. Anyways, at my scrapyard. Anyways, so I don't know if you guys remember last year, I took apart a 275-pound transformer. Well, these are the windings from that. And I haven't done anything with them. I saved some just for this video because there was a crazy amount of comments and you guys told me everything. And I just I needed to find out. So here's the bits and bytes of what we're going to be doing. And got a fabric tape on it. The element in the pot out because someone mentioned boiling it and making copper soup. A lot of you guys said use fire. I'm still unsure about that. It's highly illegal and releases a horrible amount of toxic fumes. And you think about it. You start a fire pit in the backyard in the HOA controlled neighborhoods and little Johnny's jumping on his trampoline. You think that soccer mom's going to appreciate the black pillow of smoke coming over the fence? Probably not. Then we got the Mr. Lacquer thinner. We got Mr. Coca-Cola, the Easy Off Oven Cleaner. Canadian Tire had the paint and varnish remover. We've got a grinding wheel. And of course, Mr. Freezer. With not all techniques are the same. Some are going to work faster than others. Like I'm thinking Coca-Cola, that's going to have to be in there for at least 24 hours. So we're going to start that tonight. The freezer method, I'm going to keep it in there as long as the Coca-Cola. But then like the heavy chemicals, I don't think it should take as long. What I've done is cut up one of those coils into small samples, just easier to deal with, and will still produce the same result for the video. Then I'm going to put this one in the freezer because, I don't know, it seems to me the freezer needs more product. But anyways, maybe not. I don't know. Never done this before. In she goes for 24 hours. Mr. Coca-Cola. So I'm just going to pour enough in there to cover it. And that stays in there for 24 hours. Never thought I'd throw out a good bottle of Coke like that. And she's doing a little bubbling, but I'm sure that's just the carbonation. And I'm going to throw a lid on it to give it every chance it has. I doubt very much that's going to work. Now these other methods I'm going to do at the same time we reveal these. So basically the lacquer thinner is going to go in for 20 minutes. We're going to put the easy off on there for 20 minutes. The paint and varnish stripper should be a good 20 minutes and it should do its job. It's just that Coca-Cola is not as strong. That's why I'm giving that 24 hour. The heat, we'll figure it out. And then the boiling we're going to do as well for 20 minutes. Experiment has started. We'll see you in 24 hours. But don't worry. For you guys, it'll be like, wanted to show you my state-of-the-art testing facility. I went over budget on the identification labels. What we're going to do is take our control pieces, or testing pieces, and we're going to place them in each thing. This has been soaking for about 23 hours now. Piece in the fridge has been in there for 23 hours, I mean the freezer. Now I'm going to put that in boiling water. It's already been boiling. And for the grinder, we're going to do that one, because doing a small piece with the grinders, you're going to lose your hand. I'm not even too certain I won't lose my hand doing this. So first off, the lacquer. I'm doing this all on video, guys, so you know I'm not cheating. Who would cheat on something like this? I don't know, but just cover that piece. Coca-Cola will just keep sitting. The heat will come back to it. Give that a good shake. Easy off oven cleaner. I'm just going to flip that. Maybe I should do this with two hands, eh? What do you think? If you notice by my pliers, that's all PPE approved. We're going to give this a little coat. Now the paint stripper. I'm just going to pour some in here, just so I don't have to hassle with it. Just move it around. Get that nice and soaky. I could use a pair of gloves, but why would I want to do that? Then you don't see the struggle. Coat that side. We're going to let this all sit for 20 minutes and come back and see the results. So like I say, we're going to do the grinder on this specimen here. And don't do this at home. I'm very, very nervous. Only reason I'm even going to attempt it on here is because they're big things, but if they were fine wires, you're going to throw stuff everywhere. And the grinder with a wire wheel, not even touching that paper. So the heat, we know it's the way to go. I don't think that you should be doing it because it's very bad for the environment. The fumes are toxic, but it's just a little piece, so I'm just going to show you. It's actually melting that aluminum. So let's do it this way. Oops. Of course, I'm not smart enough to have it in frame. We know this is eventually going to cook that stuff off. We don't suggest you do this because of the toxics, and it's probably not really good for you. Turn silver. I'm going to give this a little bit of a scrape. Let's take a look, maybe a little more. And yes, the paper is coming off. So let's just leave it on the table here. We'll let that cool down. We'll take a closer look. We're going to start off with the frozen one. It's been sitting in the freezer for, I don't know, 24 hours. The tape peels off nice. Got a wire brush. Not even touching the tape. Let's try the other side. Major fail. So I decided to put on this glove because we're all about the safety here. Feels slimy. It's been sitting in the solution about 20 minutes. And it's not touching it. I'm just going to throw it back in there. Maybe we'll give it another 20. How about if we come back in 24 hours and check up on that? That sounds like an awesome idea. This one I have no faith in at all. Coca-Cola. Again, doesn't even scratch it. We're going to throw a little more Coke in there because she might be flat. We'll come back tomorrow and see how that works. Oven cleaner. It's cleaning it up a little bit, but nothing awesome yet. We're going to give that another coat. And then we're also going to let that sit for 24 hours. Just going to move this out of the way and not by the heat. And as you can see, it's falling off. Oh, by the way, I changed my gloves so I wouldn't contaminate the other specimens. It's totally clean. So far it's the winner, but it's also a loser. Do not do this. It's bad for you. It's bad for the environment. It really takes the sheen off. Like, it doesn't even look like copper. Now we'll do the paint stripper. I don't want to touch that with my bare hands. Take the wire brush. Not touching it yet. 20 minutes. What I'm going to do is just let that sit again for 24 hours. Just going to go change my glove because we got to do the hot water next. We will take this out. Really don't want to touch it because it's hot. It is kind of peeling the tape. So I think for that one is an hour before we do these tests, I'm going to fill this up with water and add the Dawn. And we'll just see what that does. Here we are 24 hours later. And the final test. Like I said, we're going to boil that for an hour before we try it again. I did squirt a little bit of Dawn in there. Got the wire brush. It's a very stiff wire brush, by the way. Ooh. It did. These were stuck together and that just came apart. So it did soften something up. I'm going to have to do this with the pliers. It's slipping on my hands. Lacquer thinner did nothing. Coca-Cola myth. Didn't even unstick the two pieces. Did absolutely nothing. Easy off oven cleaner. It's completely dry now. It softened up the paper a little bit, but truly no good. The heat, we discovered yesterday, works, not advisable. Paint stripper. This is the one I have the most faith in. And nothing. Wow, we're not doing too well here. Boiling water. Remember, I've added Dawn to it. It's actually been soaking in water overnight. Boiled for an extra hour. No bueno. So the results are in, and you cannot argue actual facts. The only thing that actually worked was the MAP torch, MAPP gas. So, and I don't advise that. So these myths have been busted. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. And oh, special announcement. We are moving our long form videos to Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. It's just the right thing for me to do right now. And I really appreciate you guys changing your schedules to watch little old me. But you guys are awesome. If you know of any other things you want me to try, bleep bloop that in the comments. And that was some nice junk.